G'day folks, what's going on? I was just getting some work done and wanted to film a quick video and share something with you that I think will be helpful. So, what I've got for you in this one is my top three Facebook slash Instagram ads from March 2025, the month just gone. We generated hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of customers, tested a bunch of different creatives, and these were the top three that generated the most sales. Okay. Now, for context, this is the funnel that the ads run to. I'll put a link to this below so that you can check it out. But it's essentially an offer template so that people can land clients $2,000 and above without sales calls. This is performing very, very well because it addresses a very, very clear pain point, and it is quick and it is tangible. People can get the template, plug in their offer. There's some really, really cool bonuses in there around creating content, around distributing this, around getting this into people's hands, DM scripts, all that kind of stuff. And this is what we're running the ads to. Okay, so with that context in mind, let's look at these. Let's look at these ads. All right. So the first one, this is the copy. Okay. So it calls out online coach. All right. Very simple, direct. This is who this is. Can be used by a few different people. Coaches, consultants, mentors, course creators could use this. Experts in different ways, shapes, and forms. But this one's very direct. Online coach. I have a question for you. Right. Would you pay $50 to never have to do a sales call again? Okay. So this is like a no-brainer question, right? Imagine if you could never do a sales call again. So for the person that's like deep in the throes of looking at their calendar and being like, holy shit, I have to get on another 7 strategy sessions today. And I know that a bunch of them either aren't going to show up, they're going to waste my time, they're going to kick the tires, they're funnel hacking me, whatever. This is like such a fuck yeah, right? And then I address the first thing that comes to people's mind. Typically, when you say, well, you don't have to do sales calls, they just assume you're talking about hiring setters and closers. There's been this big rise of like these agencies placing setters and closers, which is presenting a whole host of challenges for people. And so I immediately address that, right? And I'm not talking about kicking the responsibility to a setter or closer and putting your brand at risk. This is a very, very real thing. I've spoken to a lot of people. I know a lot of the big names in the industry, and this has caused some serious problems. So I address that immediately. Okay. And then I go directly into what I've got for them. I've got a 5-page Google Doc that I use day in and day out in my business to clip 2K sales over and over. This is pretty much the exact document that I use for my lifestyle business academy. I've just turned it into a template plus put a training with it so people can plug and play in their own offer. Right. Then we're just addressing things that they don't have to do that they probably have tried and don't want to do anymore, right? Sales calls, obviously, long webinars, complicated funnel systems, all that kind of jazz. If you want a copy of it, plus the swipe and deploy template, plus quickfire training so that you can have it live in your business in the next hour. So this is important. It's quick. It's not like this is going to take you a month to get ready. So it's like, do you want the template plus the training so that you can have this thing running in your business in the next hour, eliminate sales calls, everything's going to be gravy. All right, click the link below, grab it for $50. So this is super direct response. The price is there. Like if they click over, they want that outcome. They want to solve that pain point. It's only $50. They're curious to see the template. If they land over on the page from this, there's not a lot of surprises because they know the price, they know what it's all about, they know the pain point that it's solving, right? And so the people that make it to the page are very, very qualified. Okay. And then it's just a little bit of de-risking, right? Try it out for a full 30 days. And if you don't love it, email me and I'll give you a full refund. And so it's just de-risking it again. So if they know the price, they know what it's all about. They know that they can give it a 30-day trial. This is all in the ad itself. I'm not waiting for the sales page to tell them all this. So all the people that go over, super, super qualified. All right. So that's the written copy in ad 1. And then this is the first creative. Unbelievably simple, right? So this is a photo of like a neon sign that says Caris Digital, which is on my office wall. It's a Stripe screenshot from a payout from my Stripe account that is from signing clients with this exact template, right? And all it says is not a single sales call was done to sign these coaching clients. Ideal state, solves the problem for people. Okay, I use a 5-page doc. You can steal today for $50, reinforce the price, money back guarantee, de-risk it. So the image, very congruent with the copy. It's addressing the price head on, it's de-risking it head on, and it's addressing that core pain point of not wanting to do sales calls. All right, so that's the first one. So think about those fundamentals that you can take out of here. Right, a couple of notes on this. One, the eye-catching color, that blue or purple color, like very it grabs the eye and grabs the attention, right? The Stripe screenshot, I know in my space, people laugh about it, but like it gets people's attention. So, it is what it is. Uh, the ad also looks pretty native. Like it's a bit like rough and ready and kind of raw. It's like really simple text over an image, image over an image. Like it's not fancy. It's not this like overproduced thing. It's something that you might see in your stories effectively. So it looks very native, right? Direct and to the point, as we said, with that, the clear pain point that it's solving, the price and the de-risking. It's got social proof like built into it, like a big chunky payout, which is what people want. Whether you like that or not, that's what they want. And it's directly tied to achieving that outcome in the way that they want by not doing the things that they don't want to do, which is eliminating sales calls, right? Clear pain point. We spoke about that, price and risk reversal. Okay. So from this first one, it's not necessarily you have to copy every element of this, but look at these things and go, are my ads really as eye-catching as they could be? Is there something slightly different that I could put into the creative to make it stand out a little bit more? A backdrop, an image, a painting, a sign, just something that might give it a little point of difference to stop the scroll, right? Does it look native to Instagram/Facebook, or does it feel like it's one of these like over-curated kind of Canva images, which can work, but I think you got to do them the right way? Or does it feel like natural? Does it feel like something you would normally see on the platform? Are you beating around the bush, or is it direct and to the point? Have you got social proof built in some way, shape, or form? And is it social proof that your market resonates with? Is it social proof that your market will recognize? Okay. Is there a clear pain point that it is solving? Right. Do you even have a clear pain point in mind for the offer? If the offer is not converting that well, this could be, this could need some work. This is a massive pain point for my audience, and so it does well. Should you put the price in there? I'm not going to say everybody should put the price in there, but if you're selling something low ticket, like just try putting the price directly in the offer, directly in the ad, and just eliminate that like out the gate for people, so that there's no surprise when they land on the sales page. Like just put it on the table, and then one, do you have a risk reversal? And two, if you do, are you putting that up front? You may as well. Like it's a point in your favor that you may as well utilize out the gate. Okay. And if you don't have one on your low ticket, I'd say like, why not? I think there's a debate around your higher ticket stuff and where they're relevant and risk and all that kind of stuff. But on your low ticket, you may as well do it, and you may as well put it up front so that people know. Okay. So that's the first one. There's going to be a lot of commonalities that flow through from this one. Okay. So on the second one, the written copy is exactly the same, right? We've got this video here. I think if I play this, you guys probably aren't going to be able to hear it. So what I'll link this below, but you can read the caption, right? So I'm effectively saying, look, you really shouldn't be doing sales calls in 2025. And I basically say, why is that? Because you don't have to, right? It's an old school way. It's way that preached by people who don't understand that you can run a marketing driven business these days, and you don't have to have a sales driven business where your content, your ads, these things do the heavy lifting instead of someone pounding the phones all day for you, right? And then I say, so if you're sick of staring at a colorful calendar prison or something to that effect, you want to be able to sign clients without calls. Somewhere around this video there's a link, and then boom, it's literally like it's $50, you got 30 days, try it out. And the cadence is very similar to the written copy. I'll put a link to this video below so that you can check it out, but that's it in a nutshell. Okay. And so here you've got a compelling hook. You really shouldn't be doing sales calls in 2025. So for the person that is doing them, it's like, oh shit, shouldn't I didn't know there was an alternative, or what's this all about, right? Then we've got the classic marketing pitch of the old way, new way. I talk about the old way being pounding the phones, new way is this approach. This is addressing the pain, but it's taking it to like another level of kind of sensory experience where it's talking about the colorful calendar prison. It's something we can all relate to, like where we wake up and we look at the calendar and it's just back to back to back to back to back to back to back meetings. And for the person that's in the throes of doing sales calls, that's like a very, very real experience, and probably elicits somewhat of an emotional reaction, whether they, immediately realize it or not. And then just like the other one, it's direct, it's clear, it's precise, the price is there, and it just hits the mark. Okay. So this has a lot of similarities from like a fundamental advertising perspective as the first one. It's just that this is a video and the other one is an image. But strong hook, I wouldn't say the graphics are particularly eye catching. The orange on the bottom of the video on the captions is it stands out a bit. Maybe even the little sign, which is the same sign from the image before, maybe that grabs people's attention because it kind of stands out. Um, and then thinking about how can you layer in this like old way, new way. And the lesson here is really the pain points that you're solving. What are the real world symptoms that people are experiencing that go along with that pain, right? So how does a lot of sales calls show up in your life, right? Well, it shows up in a multicolored wall in your calendar where there's no clear space, right? Um, so think about the real world implications of the pain, and if you can articulate that to people, it's going to hit a bit harder than just talking about the pain itself. Okay, so that's the second one. And then the third one's a little bit different. This is a photo of two clients of mine who took this template, we created their offer and scaled the offer to 7 figures. And the copy is unbelievably simple. It's like these guys copied my template and won this award. Now, in my industry, this award is very well known. Some people love it, some people hate it. Doesn't matter. There's still a shitload of people out there who want to win this award, and people know that this award means that you've scaled an offer to 7 figures. So there's social proof built into it. I also think it's cool because it's not me in the ad, it's somebody else in the ad, right? And again, $50 today plus. And then I actually mentioned the bonuses in this one as well. I could probably make this stronger by putting the risk reversal in as well. I'm going to go and do that now that I'm sitting here talking through this. But this is so strong in social proof. It's super direct, right? The bonuses alone, are worth more than the $50. People probably buy it just for the content training because everybody wants more leads. So if you can really juice up your bonuses to make them sexy. And then, look, I don't know if there's much in this, but, you're almost challenging them, right? It's like, well, are you next? Are you going to take up the challenge? Can you do what these guys did? Let's see, right? So I don't know if that hits the ego a little bit, but I think it's an interesting line of copy nonetheless. Okay, so they're three. You can model them as closely as you want, but what I would encourage you to do is rather than look at them word for word is think about these fundamentals and then think about how you can put them in your ad. So in this one, it's like, have you tried running an ad with a photo of a client, either that's won an award, or you could do like a photo of a client and then you could lay over like a testimonial. If you haven't run that ad, give that a go. Are you putting your price in your ads? Are you putting your risk reversal in your ads? Are you articulating an old way, new way? Are you describing the pain and how it manifests in the real world to take it to kind of that next level? And are you integrating kind of eye-catching things that really stop the scroll? Okay, so there's a couple of fundamentals that you can extract from it. Take this, do what you want with it. I'll put this document below as well so that you can do with it whatever you want. Like I said, I'll link the funnel below too so that you can check it out. And hopefully you got something from this. Like I said, we generated hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of customers last month. These are the best three. So take them, do what you want with them. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.